the better part of 2 decades, making sure you forgot it existed. My name is Franny. I have been using washing soda as the foundation of my household cleaning system since 1989, not as a supplement to commercial products, instead of them. And today, I am going to walk you through exactly what washing soda is, why it works better than the products that replaced it, and the exact ratios and methods for every use in your home. Stay until the end because I am saving the mold application for last, and it is the one that is going to change how you think about the black rings around your bathroom tiles, because what you have been sold to deal with that problem does not actually solve it. What I am going to tell you does. But first, I need to give you some history that the laundry aisle at your grocery store has very deliberately kept from you. Washing soda is sodium carbonate. It is a naturally occurring mineral compound that has been used for cleaning since ancient Egypt. The Romans used it. Every European household used it through the medieval period and into the industrial era. In America, from the late 19th century through the 1940s, washing soda was as basic a household staple as salt and flour. It went into the laundry. It went into the kitchen. It went into the bathroom. It was the compound that American housewives used to do the work that an entire aisle of products now claims to do. And it disappeared from the American household not because something better replaced it. It disappeared because something more profitable replaced it. In 1946, Procter & Gamble introduced Tide. It was the first synthetic laundry detergent made from petroleum-derived surfactants rather than naturally occurring mineral compounds. The marketing behind it was extraordinary. Tide was positioned as a modern scientific breakthrough, a product of the post-war technological optimism that made Americans believe that synthetic was superior to natural, that manufactured was better than mined, that a product with a brand name and a marketing budget was more trustworthy than a plain orange box of mineral powder. By 1950, Tide had captured 31% of the American laundry market. By 1955, synthetic detergents had almost entirely replaced soap-based and mineral-based washing products in American homes. Washing soda went from being in 90-something% of American households to being stocked in the cleaning supply section of hardware stores, where it has sat quietly ever since, used by the small number of people who never forgot what it was. Chinese households did not forget. Japanese households did not forget. Amish households did not forget. And if you ask any woman over 70 in any of those communities what she uses for laundry, she will tell you about washing soda before she tells you about anything else. Here is what washing soda actually is and why it works so much better than what replaced it. Washing soda is highly alkaline. Its pH is between 11 and 12. For comparison, baking soda has a pH of around 8, and most commercial laundry detergents have a pH of around 10. The high alkalinity of washing soda is what makes it effective at the tasks commercial detergents struggle with, because most of what makes fabric dirty is either acidic or organic in nature, and a high alkaline compound neutralizes acids and breaks down organic matter, grease, body oils, food residue, sweat, blood, far more effectively than the milder synthetic compounds in commercial detergent. Here is exactly what happens at a chemical level when washing soda contacts soiled fabric. The sodium carbonate dissociates in water and produces carbonate and bicarbonate ions that react with the fatty acids in body oil and food grease and convert them to soap, a process called saponification. In other words, washing soda literally turns the grease on your clothing into a form of soap, which then rinses away with the water. This is not a gentle surface-level cleaning action. This is a chemical conversion of the contaminant into a removable form. Commercial synthetic detergents work differently. They use surfactant molecules that surround grease particles and allow them to be suspended in water and rinsed away. This works, but it is less complete than saponification. which is why clothes washed with synthetic detergent over time develop a buildup of residual surfactants and oils in the fabric that washing with washing soda removes entirely. If your dark clothes have developed a gray cast, or your white clothes have developed a yellowish tint, or your towels feel stiff despite fabric softener, what you are seeing is surfactant buildup from years of synthetic detergent. One wash with washing soda strips it completely. Now let me give you the exact usage ratios, because this is the part that matters and the part that most people get wrong when they try washing soda for the first time. For standard laundry, use 2 tablespoons of washing soda per standard load in a top-loading machine, or 1 tablespoon per load in a high-efficiency front-loading machine. Washing soda does not produce suds. This is normal and correct. The absence of suds does not mean it is not working. Synthetic detergents produce suds because they contain foaming agents that serve no cleaning purpose, but make consumers feel that something is happening. Washing soda does its work without foam. For heavily soiled items, work clothes, sports clothing, heavily stained fabric, dissolve half a cup of washing soda in 1 gallon of hot water and soak the items for 1 to 2 hours before washing. The extended contact time allows the saponification reaction to work through heavy soil deposits that a standard wash cycle would not fully address. For white fabrics that have yellowed, dissolve 1 cup of washing soda in a bathtub full of hot water and soak for 4 hours or overnight. What you will find in the morning is that the water has turned yellow-brown. That is the surfactant residue and embedded soil coming out of the fabric. Rinse thoroughly and wash normally. You will not recognize your linens. Now, I want to be straight with you about something before we go further, because I would rather you trust me than be impressed by me. Washing soda is not appropriate for every fabric. It is alkaline enough to damage wool and silk, which have a protein structure that breaks down in highly alkaline conditions. Do not use washing soda on wool sweaters, silk blouses, or any delicate protein fiber. For those fabrics, use a pH-neutral detergent designed specifically for protein fibers. This is not a minor caveat. It is a real limitation, and omitting it would be dishonest. Washing soda is for cotton, linen, polyester, and most synthetic blends, not for protein fibers. Also, washing soda can irritate skin on direct contact. Wear rubber gloves when handling it in concentrated form, particularly for the overnight soaking applications. Once it is diluted in a full machine or tub of water, the concentration is low enough that brief contact is not a concern, but I want you to know that and handle it accordingly. Now for the stovetop and kitchen degreasing application, which is where washing soda separates from every commercial product in a way that becomes immediately obvious the first time you use it. Commercial kitchen degreasers, the spray bottles that cost $6 to $12 and tell you to spray and wipe, are diluted alkaline solutions with added fragrance and surfactants. The active cleaning ingredient in most of them is a sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide compound at a concentration that is strong enough to cut grease, but dilute enough to be safe on most surfaces. The fragrance is there to make you believe something powerful is happening. The surfactants are there to help it spread and rinse. You are paying $12 for something that is mostly water and scent. Washing soda paste is more effective than any of these products at cutting carbonized grease because it is a more concentrated alkaline system that you apply directly to the surface without dilution. Here is the exact stovetop deep clean method. Wet the surface you are cleaning. Sprinkle washing soda directly onto the wet surface so that it forms a paste. If the grime is on a vertical surface or you need more control, mix washing soda with just enough water to form a spreadable paste and apply with a cloth. Leave the paste on the surface for 10 minutes. Do not scrub immediately. The alkaline reaction needs time to work on carbonized grease. Scrubbing immediately interrupts the chemical process before it has converted the grease. After 10 minutes, scrub with a non-scratch pad in small circular motions. Rinse thoroughly with hot water on a stovetop that has not been deep cleaned in months. This method will remove deposits that no commercial spray has touched. On a clean stovetop maintained with weekly washing soda paste, those deposits never form. The difference between treating a problem and preventing it is the difference between what commercial products are designed to do and what traditional household maintenance actually did. For burner grates specifically, remove them from the stove, place them in a large zip bag or wrap them in a plastic bag, add half a cup of washing soda and enough hot water to wet everything, seal the bag, and leave it overnight. In the morning, the carbonized grease will have saponified and will rinse off with running water and a soft brush. You will not need to scrub. For drain maintenance, washing soda works by a different mechanism than baking soda and vinegar, and it works better. The baking soda and vinegar reaction, which you have probably seen described as a drain treatment, produces carbon dioxide gas and water. The fizzing action has almost no chemical effect on the grease and soap scum that cause drain buildup. It is visually satisfying and chemically almost useless. Washing soda in hot water is a different story. Dissolve half a cup of washing soda in a full kettle of boiling water and pour it slowly down the drain. The hot alkaline solution saponifies the grease deposits in the drain pipe, converts them to a soap-like substance that is water-soluble and flushes away. Do this once a week as maintenance and you will never have a slow drain. Do it as a treatment for an already slow drain and give it 2 applications about an hour apart before concluding that the blockage requires a more aggressive approach. The one honest caveat about washing soda drain treatment, it is not effective against blockages caused by hair. Washing soda does not dissolve protein. Hair blockages require either physical removal with a drain snake or a product containing an enzyme that breaks down protein, not washing soda. If you have a slow shower drain, it is almost certainly hair, not grease, and washing soda will not help. I want you to know that so you are not disappointed. For bathroom mold, which is what I promised you at the start and what I am going to give you now, washing soda works at a level that commercial mold products, including bleach-based sprays, do not. Here is the part that will bother some people because it contradicts what the cleaning industry has told you for 40 years. Chlorine bleach does not kill bathroom mold, not permanently, not at the root. What bleach does is oxidize the surface pigment of mold, which removes the visible discoloration and makes the surface look clean. But mold is not just a surface phenomenon. Mold grows as a network of microscopic threads called hyphae that penetrate into porous surfaces, into grout, into caulk, into the surface of drywall, and the bleach solution, which is mostly water and a small concentration of sodium hypochlorite, cannot penetrate deeply enough to reach the hyphal root. The pigment is gone. The mold is alive. It grows back within 2 to 4 weeks, sometimes faster in high humidity bathrooms, and you buy another bottle of bleach spray. The compound that reaches the hyphal root is hydrogen peroxide, and when you combine hydrogen peroxide with washing soda, you create a paste that is alkaline enough to penetrate porous grout and caulk and oxidizing enough to destroy the hyphal root of bathroom mold rather than just bleaching the surface. Here is the exact method. Mix washing soda with enough 3% hydrogen peroxide, the concentration sold at any drugstore, to form a thick paste. It will fizz slightly as the carbonate reacts with the peroxide. Apply this paste directly to molded grout lines or caulk. Use an old toothbrush to work it into the grout. Leave it for 30 minutes. Do not rinse immediately. The extended contact time is how it reaches the root. After 30 minutes, scrub with the toothbrush again to mechanically remove the loosened mold material, then rinse with hot water. For severe mold penetration that has been established for months or years, you may need 2 applications over 2 days. This is not a failure of the method. It reflects the depth of the hyphal root system in long-established mold colonies. On the second application, the root system that the first application weakened will be fully destroyed. After the mold is gone, apply the paste as a preventive once a month on any grout or caulk in a high humidity area. A monthly application prevents new spores from establishing before they can penetrate the surface. The commercial mold spray you were using before is a reactive treatment. The washing soda and peroxide paste used monthly is prevention. The distinction is exactly the same as the drain example, and the commercial cleaning industry has every incentive to sell you reactive treatments and no incentive to sell you prevention. Modern microbiology research from independent laboratory studies has confirmed that hydrogen peroxide at 3% concentration is a more effective fungicide than sodium hypochlorite at the concentrations found in commercial bathroom mold sprays. The peroxide penetrates porous surfaces. The bleach does not. Your grandmother used hydrogen peroxide and washing soda not because she had read the research, but because she had watched the mold stay gone after using it and come back after using bleach. She did not need a peer-reviewed study to tell her which one worked. Now let me pull this together and tell you exactly what to buy and what you will spend. 1 box of Arm & Hammer superwashing soda, which is the most widely available brand, found at most grocery stores and all hardware stores, costs between $3 and $4 and contains approximately 55 ounces of washing soda. For laundry at 2 tablespoons per load, that box does about 80 loads of laundry. The cheapest name brand detergent at comparable load count costs about $12 to $15. You are doing the math correctly. 1 box of washing soda does the same laundry as $12 to $15 worth of commercial detergent for $3 without surfactant buildup, without synthetic fragrance, without the petrochemical manufacturing process, and with better results on heavily soiled fabric and white fabric that has yellowed. For the hydrogen peroxide in the mold treatment, a 16-ounce bottle of 3% hydrogen peroxide costs about $1 at any drugstore. The commercial mold spray it replaces costs between $6 and $12 and does not actually kill the mold at the root. This Saturday morning, I want you to do 2 things. First, go to your laundry room and pick up whatever detergent you are currently using. Look at the ingredients. Notice how many of them are synthetic surfactants with names you cannot pronounce, foaming agents that serve no cleaning purpose, fragrance compounds that are added purely for marketing, and optical brighteners that make fabric look whiter under certain light conditions without actually cleaning it. Then put it down and go to the hardware store and buy a box of washing soda. Second, if you have a bathroom with grout or caulk that has any darkening or mold staining, mix washing soda paste with hydrogen peroxide this weekend and apply it. Come back next week and look at the area. What you will see is the difference between a product that treats the surface and a compound that addresses the root. Chinese households have been washing their clothes with washing soda for generations. Japanese households use it in forms that most Americans have never heard of. Amish households in Lancaster County buy it in bulk and consider it as basic as food. Every one of these traditions maintain the knowledge that American commercial brands spent 2 decades erasing from this country's laundry rooms. Your grandmother knew what was in her orange box. She knew why it worked. She knew that the fizzy blue powder in the new Tide box was not better, just newer. she was right. And the research that has accumulated in the decades since confirms that she was right in ways even she did not fully understand. Drop in the comments and tell me whether you have ever used washing soda, and if you have, tell me what you used it for. I genuinely want to know who in this audience already knows about this and who is hearing about it for the first time. And if this video changed how you think about what is in your laundry room right now, hit that like button, because this kind of research takes serious time, and every like tells the algorithm that real useful knowledge deserves to be seen.